was going through that phase, I felt there was no one to, motivate me or encourage me. I learned by a lot of failures actually. And I said, okay, I know that there would be many more who would be going through that journey. And thereby, that was one of the things when I thought of, encouraging people and through my programs.
So, hi Manisha, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, Mahindra, for having me here and doing this for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on my show, the Business Arena 365. It's a business channel where we
Yeah.
showcase business owners and professionals. So, it's a
Mm-hmm.
pleasure to have you.
My pleasure too.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you so
Mahindra.
much. So, to start off, like you are ICF certified coach, you are a
Yep.
corporate trainer, you're a soft
Yes.
skill expert, motivational speaker. So, you wear so
Mm-hmm.
many feathers in your cap. How do you manage so many things?
Feathers in my cap. Yes. Yeah, that's true. I've been doing a lot of things, and this comes, it's been a long time. It has always been my passion. For example, when you talk about, motivating people, I think everyone needs motivation, and thereby I thought of, not to say that I've had it easy, but because I've, the journey has been full of ups and downs, like probably everyone's journey. It's only the thing of, how what kind of levels we are in. And when I was going through that phase, I felt there was no one to, motivate me or encourage me. I learned by a lot of failures actually. And I said, okay, I know that there would be many more who would be going through that journey. And thereby, that was one of the things when I thought of, encouraging people and through my programs like the soft skills, the coaching, to be that element of encouragement, to be that element of motivating them to do and say, come on, get up, let's do it. So
Wonderful.
in all of this, that's my passion, and that's what keeps me going. Passion, Mahindra. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said that I think everyone needs motivation now and then so that they keep going. So
Yeah.
it's quite natural that sometimes you feel low, but then you are
Mm-hmm.
doing a wonderful job by pushing them and pepping them up. How did you come into this?
Come again, please.
How did you come into this profession?
Ah. So I was brought up in a very conservative traditional Indian family where my dad was an engineer, my mom was a teacher, and they always hoped that I would join the workforce. So um, yeah, I finished my graduation, got married, completed all my post graduation after my kids, thanks to my husband, who was the great motivation, and my older daughter as well, who was the motivation to say, "Go, mom, let's do it." I I worked into the corporate for a long time, and then there was a time where uh, it was getting longer hours, and I had two beautiful girls with me, my daughters. That's the time I said, as a mom, I think I need to give them time in their early ages. And that's when I came down and I stepped down from my 9 to, I will not say 5, 9 to it goes on.
From a like from a regular job, I would say.
Yeah. To being an entrepreneur. And no one in my family has been into this entrepreneurial space.
Oh,
So this was kind of a first time for me. It wasn't really easy, but it was very challenging, and it was interesting also. It was something different. So I started off, to be honest, I just started off as a personality development trainer in the year 2000, and I think this would be 2010, 11. That period of time where everything would be into personality. Personality would be everything. Communication skills, bolo, email writing, grooming, and everything. But then that when I used to stand and talk to people and train people, that gave me so much of motivation that I said, no, this is what I want to do. That passion was always there. I always wanted to, you know, um, be there and do some kind of training. And again, I give all the thanks to my mom, who's not here today with me, who encouraged me to in school to stand up and give elocution competition.
Really?
So
Wow.
all those who are listening, if you are that person who can stand and speak in school, remember, you got it. You got the go to motivate people and stand and speak. So do it. And then I slowly but surely got into the counseling space, because I would get students. So I started my journey with students, with education, and then moved on to do a lot of corporate work. So that's how, and then the journey was never ending. I mean, today when we talk about stress management and we talk about, customer service, so been there, done that in the industry, gone through, dealt with a lot of stress, anxiety, seen the not so good side of it, and that helps me to speak about it and also help others to kind of overcome.
Well, that was interesting. So, uh, what are the kind of challenges you face? Because you said you're the first generation entrepreneur.
um a lot of challenges, to be honest, a
Yeah, because
lot.
you're a
uh,
mom of two kids, you have to take care of the house, your husband, two kids. So that must have been quite challenging.
yes. Yep. Challenges were many. I remember the first time I told my dad that I'm stepping out of my regular job and coming into, the first thing was, why are you doing this? uh, why are you doing this? You would really get a really good salary and you're sorted. Why are you doing this? So the first challenge was no support. No support.
Oh my God.
And from I think no support from somebody who you look to get support from.
Yeah.
But having said that, yes, I did have a lot of other mentors in my life, and I do know the seriousness of having a mentor, the benefits of having a mentor. One of the closest mentors I've had, again, I would give the you know the whole credit to my husband. And he was the one who says, and he still says, don't give up. No, the consistency is there. So that was one of the great challenges, to get motivation. And being a person being brought up in the value system of a conservative family, we always have this thing of a secure job. So there are times when you come out as an entrepreneur, when you come out as a business person, you grow. There are times when it starts getting, you hit a plateau, and sometimes things don't really happen. There are disappointments, and then you feel, oh my gosh, I should have just stuck to my job. Yeah, so those kind of thoughts also could be, were, and still sometimes, even after so many years, these thoughts do come in as challenges.
Right,
So
right.
this was the challenge. Doing something for yourself was a challenge. I had to tell myself, I've been doing this so many years for corporates, so why not? So these were the different challenges. And of course, handling home, handling kids, and handling business. So time management. Yeah,
Because of
yeah,
multitasking.
yeah. Emotionally, physically, all the energies are spent.
Right.
So that was, yeah, that sometimes still gets a challenge, but yeah, thanks to now that we know different ways of how to deal with it. Yeah.
What are the services that you provide? So I would
Services.
like to tell my viewers so they can
Mhm.
know what exactly you do, and if anything, they
Okay.
can reach out to you.
Yep. Yep. So services, as it's written right there on my background, yeah, I'm into training. I'm a corporate trainer. I started off with personality development, then moved to the whole thing of communication skills, soft skills, um, leadership programs, behavioral programs like stress management, time management. My favorite is stress management. Now we've also spoken about decision making, how to deal with, we do a lot of programs for women entrepreneurs especially, and for the women folk. We do something called me time. So these are the programs that I do for corporates, the big ones, the SMEs, the MSMEs, you say it. The next that I also work with is with a lot of institutes, educational institutions, where I do campus to corporate programs with them. I do interview skills with them. I also help them in a way to, understand the corporate world. So we have coaching conversations, especially where, people are a bit anxious about what's going to happen in the future. So yes, having the, coaching certification, that's what I do. And yep, I work a lot with women entrepreneurs. That's right. That's my that that's my niche kind of service that I work with. Anyone who wants to come into, being an entrepreneur, yeah, I'm there.
So anything else you would like to add to this call?
Mm, I would like to add that um, one small, bit is don't give up on your dreams. Um, it's just about the right time, Don't give up. Just be consistent. And if you have a desire that's there, write it down on paper, and give it form instead of just having it in your mind. Give it form and work towards it, and it will happen. Work towards it with all your heart, and keep declaring that this is going to happen no matter what. No matter what the surrounding says to you. If you know that you've got it in you, then go ahead and keep learning. This is what I would say to everyone out there.
That was a great advice.
And one more, I would like to add the cherry on the cake is when you are successful, then share how you became successful with the others. So, you know, help others to come up.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's really wonderful. Yeah. It's a nice connection.
Thank you.
Yeah, once you grow, you should also pick up others also along the way.
Yes. I love this quote which says, um, when God blesses you, you increase your giving, your level of giving. You increase your level of living, definitely. You go a bit higher, but you also increase your level of giving. Yeah,
So what goes around comes around.
absolutely.
That's-
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
So finally, before we close, what is a giveaway you have for the
Mm,
startups and new business owners?
yes,
How does your training program help them?
my training program. My training program would, give you some way, a kind of a roadmap, I would say. My training programs, especially for startups and those who want to get into the new businesses, or who have been there and say, okay, I now need to just take it a bit notch higher. They would definitely have a training program and a handheld coaching together. So what happens is we have the training, and then we talk about how we are going to overcome those challenges. Or if you have something in your mind whether you need clarity, then we talk about those things that have clarity. So this is how, when we sit, it's not about just giving you a training, but seeing that you walk through it. It's very, it's like saying you train and then you apply and then you face and then you see what happens. So my training programs, or our training programs, I would say, would give that backup support also, to those who are taking and want to move forward. Definitely, I would say the training program goes classroom and beyond, and that's my tagline. So even if, and I say my training programs would help you change both professionally and personally, because I don't believe that they are two different aspects. What you do personally overlaps a little in your professional life. Professional life mein aap jo karte ho, that also overlaps a bit in your personal life. So it goes hand in hand.
So that was wonderfully put across. So it's not just the training, but you also hold hands till they get a proper footing in whatever they're doing.
Yes, that gives me a satisfaction as a trainer and as a coach, to see people hitting that mark,
Yeah,
or maybe progressing, I
developing,
would say.
developing
Yeah.
the right direction.
Yes, yes, true.
So that is a great thing that you're doing apart from training, because that is additional hand holding that you do. Okay. So that was wonderful, Monisha. Thank you for giving me your time.
It
So,
has been my pleasure, Mahindra. Just talking to you about a little bit about my journey, and would love to have more sessions where we could talk about
for
niche
sure.
things. Sure.
It was my pleasure too. And it was very informative. And I hope a lot of viewers will benefit through this. And thank you so much. We'll catch up sometime. Take care.
Yes.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too, and God bless all the viewers. All the best to you guys.
Do like, subscribe, and watch.